Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Afifah binti Muhammad Kir and my matric card number is 288838. In this video, I would like to present and telling you guys about the step on doing how to do a pivot table and dashboard. Now let's get started. So what is a pivot table? A pivot table is a powerful tool to calculate, summarize and analyze data that lets you see comparison pattern and trend in your data. A pivot table is a tool in a Microsoft Excel that allow you to quickly summarize a huge data set with a few clicks. If you are absolutely new to the world of Excel, you can easily use a pivot table. It's as easy as dragging and dropping row, columns, headers to create reports. Now, I want to show you guys how to do a pivot table. So the first step is enter your data into a range of rows and columns. Every pivot table in an Excel starts with a basic Excel table where all your data is housed. To create this table, simply enter your value into a specific set of row and column. Use the topmost row and the topmost column to categorize your value by what they represent. The second step is highlight your cells to create your pivot table. Click Insert along the top navigation and select the pivot table icon. You can also click anywhere in your worksheet, select pivot table and manually enter a range of cells you like included the pivot table. This will open an option box where in addition to setting your cell range, you can select whether or not to launch this pivot table in a new worksheet or keep it in the existing worksheet. If you open a new sheet, you can navigate away from it at the bottom of your Excel workbook. Once you choose and click OK. The third step is drag and drop a field into a raw label area. After you completed the step 3, Excel will create a blank pivot table for you. Your next step is to drag and drop a field label according to the name of the column in your spreadsheet into a row label area. This will determine what unique identifier like region and location and so on. The pivot table will organize your data. The fourth step is drag and drop a field into a values area. Once you establish what you're going to organize data by, your next step is to add some values by dragging a field into the values area. The last step is fine-tune your calculation. The sum of particular value will be calculated by default, but you can easily change this to something like average, maximum or minimum depending on what you want to calculate. You now learn the basic of pivot table creation in Excel. With this understanding, you can figure out what you need from your pivot table and find the solution you're looking for. Now we can move on to the step on how to do the dashboard. Next is a dashboard. Let's start off by defining what is a dashboard. For business intelligence expert, dashboards are used to visualize raw data, making it more accessible and comprehensive. Data just make more sense when it is on a dashboard. In order to make the data easier to read, dashboards are used different visual tools and order the data in a different ways. Dashboards are practical when you want to see your data in a real time or in a historical graph and charts. Depending on what you are working on, key data summarized allow you to be more efficient and make better decisions. The first thing is analyze the data. Before building the dashboard, take some time to look at your data and figure out what you want to highlight. Do you need to display all the information? What kind of story are you trying to communicate? Do you need to add or remove any data? Once you have any idea of your dashboard purpose, think about the different tools you can use like a donut chart. The second thing is what you need to do is build the dashboard. Add a chart. Well, add a donut chart to visualize show your project timeline. Go to your dashboard sheets and click Insert. In the chart section, click a donut chart icon and select the third option. You now have to link this bar chart to the project name, start date and duration column in your raw data sheets. Next step is create a format chart. In your dashboard sheets, click Insert and select kind of chart you like to make. First, this example, we create a donut chart. Right-click on the chart and click Select Data. Click Add in Legend Entry Series. In this series name field, click a title column and you want to add a raw data sheet, hit Enter. In this series values field, select all the data in the corresponding column, hit Enter and then click OK. Repeat this process for any other charts you want to create. The fifth step is customize chart color and font. Click the section of the chart where you like to change the color. In the home button in the font group, click the paint bucket icon and select the color you like to add. If you want to add the background color to the chart, right click on the chart and select a format chart. Under field, click solid fill and choose the background color for the paint bucket icon in the font group. Repeat the same step for the other donut chart. The sixth step of making a dashboard is adding the label. Click in the Insert tab and click on the tab and the text box. Type equal signs in the formula bar and the value that we put on the box in the sum of the total case. Edit the font and adjust the color. Do the same thing for the other donut charts. Next is adding the region to the bar. Do the same step like how to do the sum of the total case. The seventh step is creating label for the entire visualization. Click on the text box and select a text box. Click and drag to create a text box. Copying a content multiple item for the title, and then click the equal and copying the multiple item box. The last step is add some interactive to the visualization by creating slicer and a timeline. The first thing we need to do is create slicer first. Select the single cell in any pivot table. Click the Analyze tab on top of the table. Select a slicer, which is a graphic interactive filter. It's a filter which shows you who are the elements selected in your data. Select the location and click OK. And the next thing you want to do is adjust the slicer according to your line. After you're done creating a slicer, next what you want to do is do a timeline. The first thing you would like to do is click on any single cell. Click on any single cell. Click on the Analyze. Select the Insert Timeline, which is a filter for data and time value. Click on the data and click OK. Next, position the slicer and the timeline together. If you want to see the sum of the total case generated in November, click on the month of November and we can see that the donut chart will change according to the timeline. Now, I hope you guys can follow this step and understand this step. Thank you.